The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
This is CNEagles.com. I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier, alongside Carson-Newman head softball coach Vickee Kazee-Hollifield. Vic, off for your first road game of the season, a Twin Bill Saturday in Bristol at King, a team that you swept last year, a team that fell twice to Bellarmine to open up this season. But your squad, looking internally, appears to be back on track a little bit. Nice doubleheader sweep over North Greenville on Wednesday. It seemed like pitching was really on point in those two games and carried your teams to the win. How does that need to continue this weekend?
Well, both Allie and Lacey have given us an opportunity to win every ball game that we have. And I keep telling the team, there may be a day that, a team gets some hits off of them. But, you look at their ERAs, both of them just really have pitched really, really well. And for it to be so early, I'm just very well pleased with both of them.
Not to diminish what Allie has done, but you kind of expect that out of her after the season that she had last year. What's it like for Lacey Reines to just appear on the scene and bam, here she is hanging right with a first-team all-conference pitcher?
At this point, you usually ask me the question, what's your biggest surprise? Sometimes you ask that. And really, it's the battery of those two freshmen. Levi behind the plate and going back to Lacey Reines, they're very poised. That word comes, to mind, and also they just don't play like freshmen. They really, really don't. So just a happy coach in that department with both of those kids.
You've coached a lot of 18-year-olds over the years. How do they compare to other freshmen that you've coached? And I know it's early.
Well, it is early, and again, I want them to continue to get better and to stay hungry. But Carolyn Levi, just her mentality, I know that's through generations of Levi's Carson-Newman has had here, but that kid's just resilient. But she listens well. I'm not going to take credit for anything, but she wants to learn and she wants to get better, and you can see that.
It seems like all of your freshmen, though, are for the most part accounting for themselves. Again, it's early,
right,
but they've accounted for themselves pretty well.
They have, and I told them that, after the ball games yesterday, the difference that I see in these young ladies, they come in, they're tired after a doubleheader. They worked hard. And again, I don't think a coach should ever have to coach effort. I think, sometimes you've got to encourage, you got to motivate, sure, but it is so pleasant for me because I'm not having to coach effort. And I just don't think you should ever have to do that in D2.
You go on the road for the first time this weekend. What challenges are inherent in your first trip away from the Vic?
Well, you get used to your dugout and your facility and, where the fence is and those types of things. But, it's 60 feet. The bases are, 60 feet apart and all of that. But road trips are supposed to be fun, and we hope we can get 2 wins. We'll know we'll have a battle on our hands.
They hung tough with you last year. What sticks out to you about the Tornado this season?
Well, I think from last year and even this year, I think they're swinging the bat really well. They pounded out an awful lot of hits against Bellarmine, and Bellarmine is a regionally, bound team year in, year out. So we know we're going to have to pitch effectively. I would like to see our defense. I love to finish a game with no errors. I know every coach does, but I don't want us to get to where we've got to have 1 and 2 errors, just like, that's going to happen on game day. We need to minimize that. Also, in the pitching department, we need to tone down our walks and don't give anybody 60 feet.
Vic, pleasure as always. Good luck this weekend against King.
Thanks, Adam.
It's Carson-Newman head softball coach Vickee Kazee-Hollifield. I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier, and this is CNEagles.com.